Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason?
And Kelly, or not Kelly,
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Erik,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hab Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Erik?
Kelly.
Jason.
and Rick.
This week we watched Venom, directed by Ruben Fleischer, written by Jeff Pinkner.
Pinkner.
Yeah, that's a weird last name. Scott Rosenberg, starring Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, and Riz Ahmed. IMDb synopsis. A failed reporter is bonded to an alien entity, one of many symbiotes who invaded Earth. But the being takes a liking to Earth and decides to protect it. So what'd you guys think?
I really enjoyed this movie. I didn't know what to expect. I don't think I even seen a trailer for it. I didn't know anything about it. I'm not a comic person. And holy crap, I loved it. So, there you go.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So Erik mentioned off the podcast, but I'm going to bring it up, that it doesn't necessarily follow the comics. But see, in the Spider-Man universe, because the multiverse is a big thing in the Spider-Man world. And so this is just a different thing from the comics. It doesn't not exist. It's not different. It's just one of the different worlds. That's what I decided.
Well, I mean, it's the MCU version of all this stuff anyway, so it doesn't, we don't know what happens in the MCU version of Spider-Man, because that's its own world in itself. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we know that at one point in one of the movie versions of Spider-Man in their universe, Tobey Maguire becomes fucking emo Tobey, and is really bad
I did
at
not
it.
like
So
that Spider-Man.
no, it was bad. And I like that Spider-Man series, but that Spider-Man episode, that movie, was bad. And then they bring in fucking Topher Grace to be Eddie Brock, and it's like, Eddie Brock's supposed to be a fucking big dude, and then you make him this tiny little man smaller than Tobey Maguire. Come on, that doesn't
he should
work.
be a big jock guy with like muscles rippling.
Yeah, he should be.
I mean,
Get Biff
Tom
from Back to
Hardy-
the Future.
I mean, like, Tom Hardy's not a giant dude either. He's just broad-shouldered and whatever.
Well, compared to fucking Topher Grace, I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, there's, the fucking Cara Dune is massive compared to fucking Topher Grace.
Wait. Topher Grace was Venom in that movie?
In the Tobey Maguire ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I have no idea who that person is,
This
so you know.
Venom,
Eric
I want to
Foreman.
rewatch that just for
Eric
that.
Foreman from
Oh, okay.
70s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not a good choice.
That was the reason that.
Yeah,
he
no,
left.
that is not a good choice.
That was the reason he left that '70s show, was to do that movie.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, one of the reasons.
Yeah, that is a horrible. I mean, I'm he did good in that '70s show, sure, but I mean, no, never in a million years would I ever picture him as being Eddie Brock. Like,
well, I mean, the casting
Just-
decisions of that era.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Yeah.
the same thing that we. Although we
it's just-
didn't like.
it's a bad decision.
We talk about the the Fantastic Four stuff. That old Fantastic Four stuff wasn't the fucking worst. It just didn't do it right. I don't think they really executed it very well compared to what they did recently with the Fantastic Four stuff.
Yeah.
That was just absolute shit. It was just like, it was all right back then. They it just wasn't what we wanted, and
I don't know.
Well,
I've
here's
never
the
seen a Fantastic Four movie that I've liked. And that's including the older
they
stuff.
never have a good Doctor Doom. They're always these Cheesecake Factory guys where you're like, I could be here's the thing. You see Doctor Doom in a dark alley, you're like, I can't beat that guy's ass.
yeah.
Okay. He's got a sense of like, I'll kick the shit out of you. You're fucked.
Pretty much
Whatever.
you're already dead and you just don't know it yet.
Yeah. like street thugs are gonna leave him alone. Okay. Like, who was the last guy? I don't remember what his name is, but the word, like, not menacing at all. And then the guy before that, also not menacing at all. People that if I was in a dark alley, I'd be like,
You'd be more
"Why
menacing
is
than
this
them.
guy's wallet?" Yeah.
You just go all
I-
just
And if I can
hillbilly
take
on 'em.
Doctor Doom's wallet, like, that's not a super villain.
Well, honestly, I think you're going to be taking a little more than just his wallet.
Toby Keeble was the guy. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is.
Oh, that guy. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not a good Doctor Doom either.
He's in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay.
not-
No, he plays a gorilla in Planet of the Apes, so we wouldn't even know who the fuck that is, anyways. There.
Yeah.
What? I mean, it's like they could have had Peter Stormare do it. They could have had Stellan Skarsgård would have been better than
Fuck, have Bruce Willis do
any
it.
of those guys.
Oh
Well,
man, let's get what's his name?
accent,
Let's get Walter
you know.
Goggins to play to fucking play Von Doom.
Actually, that would be pretty good.
We were talking about that last time, or trying to figure out where he would work. Even though they've already used him in the thing, maybe we just need to forget that we used him there and throw him in as a decent villain.
Well, we just undo it, I mean, we can just do that nowadays. You just undo, like it never happened.
I kind of think he would actually be a really good Carnage too.
Yeah, he could play the crazy.
I mean, realistically though,
Like,
the
who do
best
you
guy
think
for
would be the
Carnage?
Carnage? Yeah, like
Jackie Earl Haley, the guy who played Rorschach in the Watchmen movie.
Okay.
I mean, he's fucking intense as fuck. He's a skinny, crazy-looking guy. That's exactly like the comics. As long as he can, I've seen him in a few other things. He's a good actor, and from all the stuff I've seen of Carnage, from what I remember, is he's kind of a skinny, like intense dude. That's it.
And he is absolutely insane. Like he
Yeah.
has no regard for human life. He just fucking murders people without. I mean, this is before he gets the Carnage thing, and then when Carnage comes on, it just amplifies his psychosis and shit like that. So, dude is. I mean, he is crazy enough to like make Deadpool go, "Whoa, dude, you're fucking crazy."
Yeah.
So.
And Deadpool literally fucking has a tendency of seeing weird shit just because.
Yeah.
He gets stabbed in the head or something like that, and he just goes off on his own little land.
Yeah, I mean, well, speaking of '90s casting, I just thought this. I was like, in the '90s, I probably could have been Luke Cage. That's how bad fucking casting is.
Yeah, they did a pretty bad job.
They
Oh,
didn't give
God.
a shit. I should have been Invisible Woman because they don't give a shit. They're just like,
Eric is the Invisible Woman.
how's this character look? Fuck it.
Just,
The guy,
Eric's just massive hair just coming out of the fucking bikini suit shit,
Yeah,
like just
giant
like
beard, fucking
just like one of his
tons of
balls is
pussy.
slipping out
You
the
can
side.
Literally see my cock and balls in
Uh-huh.
the fucking inner suit.
Like they're not
know?
going to fit in the suit. You're just gonna have to just split them like in between. They're just gonna be split. You know what I mean? Like the balls are gonna go out one side, the
Like a
cock's gonna go out the other
sex with the
side.
fucking crotch torn out of
Yeah,
it. So you just
it's-
see my dick and balls just hanging there.
Yeah, it's just gonna be
They're
there.
like, who's this guy?
Uh-huh.
I'm the Invisible Woman.
The in the post editing, that's like just like I don't know, like blur it out or like make it where like he's like wearing like a long scarf or something like that, and that's just the scarf dangling down
Long
there.
scarf.
I mean, like I don't know, man. Like just do something with it. I mean, it's almost
I'm gonna tell
mesmerizing.
you right now, I would pay the special effects guys like a quarter of my paycheck to basketball me. So it's just there'd be like a beam, the bigger around than my leg, just flopping around at all times when I'm running and doing shit, and then,
Oh man.
God damn it.
anyways, I don't know, like this. So I don't follow. I don't have a chance to see a lot of these movies in the theaters. I didn't have Movie Pass, and
No.
actually I did. I just never went because I was busy and didn't want to go. Blah blah blah. Anyways, I didn't see this movie, and I heard so much negative shit about it, and was like, God, it must be terrible.
Yeah, like before I watched it, I had heard a lot of negative shit, but I was like, you know what? I mean, it's the fucking Venom movie. We haven't had one really yet, at least, just like strictly Venom. So I'm like, all right, like let's give it a try. And honestly, like when I first watched it, I was like, I mean, yeah, it doesn't follow really, the whole comic line, but it's there in itself. It's a really fucking good movie.
It
Multiverse.
follows it enough. I
Doesn't
mean,
matter.
it follows it enough though. Like
It does.
they go to a fucking thing. They get a symbiote on this ship. Jameson's kid is on the fucking ship.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, after all these symbiotes get on these guys, I'm assuming Jameson's kid's dead at this point.
Yeah.
Which is gonna, I hope that kind of comes into, shit, what's his name? I fucking just had it. The guy who's playing Jameson. Fuck.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, I'm hoping that
Isn't
brings
it
something.
normal Jameson?
Yeah, it's the same guy who was playing him in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So.
How do we not know his name? He's been in everything.
Yeah. Fucking hold on. Anyways.
Stanford Pine.
Oh man. But I'm hoping that comes in because like the Jameson in some of the comic books, like he's pissed off at Spider-Man not just because of some of the shit that happens, because he's a vigilante and stuff. He's pissed off because Jameson loses J.K. Simmons. Jameson loses family members because of some of these people that Spider-Man's supposed to have put away.
Yeah.
And like he's lost his wife to fucking Alistair.
You mean the Scorpion?
Nope.
No, that's Max Gorgon or something.
That's
right?
that's Matt Gargan.
Matt Gargan, that's what it is.
Anyways, yeah, he's lost his wife to one of the fucking the Spider Hunter guys that he hired. He his kid actually becomes a werewolf.
Oh shit.
And fights along Venom, fights alongside Eddie Brock and like this fucking team of guys going after symbiotes and actually chasing down Carnage. And just so he's had some shit happen to him and just fucks him up. Like they at one point he gets his wife brought back by some fucking Spider-Man villain that should be dead, and then turns out she's a fucking zombie creature or whatever. So it's
Yeah.
like he not only blames Spider-Man because of the vigilante shit, but he's also just pissed off because he feels Spider-Man should have if he's so good he should be protecting everybody, and I think he doesn't feel like he's getting his protection. So but remember, you only get one.
Exactly.
Shouldn't that guy be mad at the police instead? Well, I mean, Spider-Man's like the unofficial guy, and the police didn't save him either.
Definitely, but he's supposed to kind of analog the shitty way people spin stories and shit like that on the fucking news and stuff. So
Yeah.
Well,
so he's definitely
that's
gonna.
the funny thing. Like everybody who's like, "Oh yeah, the news sources never fib or frame things weird or whatever," then J. Jonah Jameson must be the most unbelievable character anybody's ever seen. Because it's like Spider-Man saves the guy. Spider-Man attempts to murder this guy.
Yeah. So.
Well, isn't there one where Spider-Man kills Mary J? Like he swings in to grab her, like breaks her fucking neck or some shit.
No, he doesn't kill Mary Jane. He kills his other girlfriend, the one before Mary Jane.
He ends up killing Gwen Stacy when she gets thrown off of the bridge.
That's right.
The Green Goblin.
That's right. And he tries catching her, but goes too fast and like catches her and like breaks her fucking neck or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as far as this movie goes, I mean, I think we can all agree that it not happening in New York, Spider-Man not being involved, it's a little different. But I actually like this a lot better. I think this is I kind of wish this was the comic version of the story, because having Spider-Man involved and all that, I think it would be a better, like if Spider-Man didn't know who he was, he just shows up and starts beating his ass. That's awesome. Like that's way better,
Yeah.
Whereas Spider-Man already knows about all of his weaknesses and everything, and I think it'd be, because like in this, Venom's clearly an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
I think in the Spider-Man comics, he's pretty much a bad guy for a lot of the time.
Yeah, for most of it, he is. It depends on who his host is too.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he is a bad guy. He does become an anti-hero with Eddie Brock when he, like I said, he joins the team. Or when I say join, he is forced into being on this team with Jameson's kid and all these other guys. So he's definitely not like there by choice, but he's an anti-hero there. He's also an anti-hero when he teams up with Ghost Rider at some point. So there's a comic series called Venom and Vengeance, and that's where I remember like seeing Ghost Rider and Venom first.
Yeah.
Besides, watching the animated series, Spider-Man back in the day, but like that's where I remember seeing most of Venom and stuff like that was him being that anti-hero alongside Vengeance, and obviously those two are not worried about killing people.
No.
So,
absolutely not.
especially if they're bad guys. But most of the time Venom is a bad guy. So
Yeah, I like this better. I like the anti-hero thing a little better. I mean, frankly, that's been my stance on like Batman could use a guy like this where he's like, hey, here's the Joker. Can you just like snap his head off? And I'll be like, oh, dang it, I didn't quite save him in time.
Well, I think a cool way they could do this though is to help bring it together for the Spider-Man bring Spider-Man into this whole thing. Because at one point Matt Gargan Scorpion does get the Venom symbiote on him. So if we do that, we could actually have it where Eddie is trying to help Spider-Man fucking take out Venom while he's on Scorpion. And Scorpion could be just overpowering the way that the symbiote wants to go. If it's trying to be anti-hero, maybe, Mac is like, no, fuck off. We're freaking murdering these motherfuckers. So, could be pushing it. Also, I mean, the symbiote still wants to eat people. So,
definitely.
A problem there.
No, he's like, all right. I mean, as long as we get some tasty snacks, that's all that really matters, I guess.
But we could also bring in the anti-venom suit that Eddie gets eventually. After he loses the suit, he ends up getting cancer, and then Mr. Negative heals him, but it also turns all the venom in his body into a symbiote called anti-venom, which can burn away any of the symbiotes that it touches. So he becomes like this fucking massive weapon against him, but also disables Spider-Man's powers if he's near him, because Spidey has bits of venom inside of him still.
Yeah. So, in the comics, like Venom is supposed to be like the top dog symbiote, though, isn't he?
No.
Because like from what I remember, like he was like pretty much like the father of all other symbiotes.
He is the father of the ones on Earth. Like the ones that are there have split off from him. Like
like even Rampage is split off of Venom. Where in the movie, that's not how it is.
No, they're just separate things. But there's a whole planet full of these fuckers and there's a king there and all that shit that made this fucking planet with all these goopy boys all over the place. So. And he just fucking hypes up their bloodlust. So
isn't that what Deadpool goes and fights eventually? The Symbiote King?
No, Deadpool fights Carnage.
Oh, but so is that how he gets Carnage, Venom, and all those other because doesn't he get like 4 symbiotes on him at once?
He gets Venom's nowhere near. He gets Toxin.
I know he gets Carnage.
No, he does not get Carnage.
I could have sworn he got Carnage on him.
Not in this thing.
Oh.
Maybe after he defeats Carnage.
Oh, okay.
He might pull it off of Cletus, but at that time he just gets 4 different, like a red one, a blue one, a green one, and like
I think it's a yellow one.
Didn't I already say yellow? If I didn't, then yellow one.
No, you said red, blue, and green.
Okay. And and so he gets them all, and he's the only one that's able to hold all 4 of these fuckers on him because he's insane. So they're not going to drive him insane anymore. He's actually like suppressing them enough where they can't fuck him up. So, and one of them turns into like this dog one. So it's kind of cool.
Well, they really can't eat him. I mean, he's just gonna fucking regenerate.
Yeah, I mean, they're like,
you know what I mean?
I feel like he'd be the perfect host for them.
No, yeah, he would be. I mean, he could just continuously feed him with his own fucking body if necessary. He would just regenerate anything they fucking ate like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So
has Venom been on anybody other than Spider-Man, like the Hulk thing?
God. Venom got on the Hulk, freaking Venom Hulk.
Okay, so
Jesus Christ.
Or like Juggernaut or fucking like Sentry.
Yeah, like that would all just be like what the fuck moments right there.
Or like Thor. I don't know if I already said Thor or not, but I think not Thor, but like Loki would be pretty cool.
Yeah, fucking Loki and Venom would be a fucking crazy matchup.
I
Yeah.
don't
I
think
mean, just or a symbiote,
a
know.
symbiote
Yeah.
has gotten onto one of the on the Red Hulk onto Red Hulk. Carnage has been on Norman Osborn. And he's like souped up the fucking goblin powers. Venom has been on Flash Thompson and gave him his legs back because Flash ends up going to war and gets his legs blown off and over there. And then he comes back, becomes he's like fucking Space Commando Venom or some shit like that, and ends up doing a lot of good. I think he joins up with the Guardians of the Galaxy for a little while, but they got to limit his exposure to it because otherwise the symbiote starts taking over. So he can only wear it for I think he can't wear it for more than like 24 hours at a time.
Yeah.
And then he has to take it off. And
So is he just weak-minded?
Flash Thompson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. He's very. I feel that was the rules they
Dr.
gave.
Doom with the fucking symbiote. I feel like he'd use magic to fucking dumb the thing down.
Yeah. Make it subservient somehow.
That'd be kind of cool, right? You see, like Doctor Strange, like do some magic spell to the fucking symbiote where it's not as powerful or something, or shield, his mind and have the thing. I just think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, be able to like completely like subdue its consciousness, pretty much. So that way you just so that way you can just take complete control of the symbiote's abilities.
I mean, one thing I really like is the whole matching thing in this, where if it doesn't quite match good enough, then it just fucking wastes the.
No,
host.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
but
awesome. I like the way
yeah,
that
but I
they
also
did
think
that.
it really comes down to like because those symbiotes are, I mean, like they're not really there to find a host; they're there to find food. You know what I mean? So like to them, I think they were just like, "Oh, I'm getting a meal, cool." You know what I mean? But Venom was more like, "I want to get the fuck out of here." You know what I mean? He's like, I don't want to fucking be here anymore. I want to get the hell away from all the rest of these motherfuckers and get away, and all that kind of bullshit. And so he didn't just completely eat his host right off the bat. I mean, he was eating Eddie Brock. I mean, but it was only like once they had that common enemy of Rampage that Venom really kind of stopped eating Eddie Brock.
So here's a thought: if one of these things ate Ricky, would it be stoned?
Well, that depends on who eats who.
Yeah.
Ricky's gonna smoke one of them. So at some point, the fucking symbiote king sends a couple of dragon symbiotes down to Earth during the fucking Viking era, and Thor blasts them both, but they're called Grendel and Grendel's mother.
Oh shit.
So, and Thor blasts the fuck out of him. I'm not seeing anything. Looks like they tried to get him, but I'm not seeing anything where he actually got, taken
A symbiote put on him.
I just feel like a really strong-minded person and a symbiote, like what's surprising is the Marvel Universe doesn't have like a planet full of good symbiotes somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I think
like
I
a
think
few
this
of them.
I think the symbiotes aren't necessarily bad as a thing. Like I said, there's the symbiote king Null that drives them mad. Like he fucking forces because he has ultimate control over them because he's created them. So he's able to like enhance their bloodlust. So he causes them to be the way they are. There are good symbiotes. There's one that gets onto one of Spidey's buddies and helps fight Carnage. I can't remember his name.
Now,
it was Toxin.
now the one that
Toxin does it, so. And
okay. Is that the yellow one?
That is, yeah. But he ends up being red in this one for some reason. I don't know, but that's the one that ends up becoming or being like an anti-hero and joining with Spidey and not joining with Spider-Man, but like they're teaming up and they fight. He helps them fight Carnage. So
yeah, Carnage is a real turd.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, I'm excited to see how they how they do them. It's
like I said, I really feel like they fucked up with Woody Harrelson. I think he would. I don't know. He just doesn't come off like. I mean, fucking Matthew McConaughey would be better.
What is that?
He
What
can
is
play a really fucking dark character.
what is that? The person who they showed as being Carnage?
Yeah.
At the very end.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
Woody
okay.
Harrelson.
Okay.
I mean, he's fucking Woody from Cheers. He's just too nice of a guy. You can tell he's a nice, like, he just has one of those faces where he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I don't think that's that big of a deal, but I think it would be cool to see. You know, I just lost my place there. I just think it'd be neat to see like a crossover, or like have him change up the whole Venom thing. I thought this did a better job with like the voice in his head and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
You know, because like in the comic, it seems like Eddie Brock, like he's still Eddie Brock with Venom. He's just a little. He's not, because it seems like in the comic books he's like Eddie Brock, and then he's Venom, and then they say we, and he just does like different shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he definitely in the comics he also doesn't seem to be as much of a partner in the whole thing. Like he just kind of seems to be along for the ride. And eventually, but even when he's not out, or even when Eddie's out and about with the suit inside of him, with the symbiote inside of him, he's still. I feel like he's being way more controlled by Venom than he is in this thing.
Yeah.
Like kind of similar to what he is in the very beginning when he gets it on him
like
and stuff.
Carnage was just because that was still before. I mean, like that was before they had kind of reached their agreement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so Carnage, or I mean not Carnage, but Venom was pretty much just using him as a means of transportation and pretty much fast food at that point still.
Yeah.
Well, I think what happened is they started to bond better after he started eating the lobsters. I think, I'm not even shitting you. I think once he started eating the lobsters, the thing was like, okay, I'm getting some, because I think that it likes to eat living shit.
Well, it does, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's also just I think a genetic thing with it. Like he had to find somebody that he matched with better. Like he said, it was a better match with Eddie than it was with other people that he was on. So
yeah.
So there might be something there, maybe part of the
some kind of genetics, blood type deal, mental things there, like of what would just make a symbiote, like a better or worse host than someone else.
Because Riot would have eventually just eaten away at fucking what's his name.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, Riot would have. I mean, he would have. I like honestly, I feel like Riot would have used his ability to just go out there and immediately find a better, stronger fucking host.
You should have taken the security chief guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, go out there and find fucking Samuel Jackson and be like, "There's my host."
you know that Nick Fury has ways to deal with fucking symbiotes. That motherfucker has already encountered symbiotes. He's got a fucking sonic gun on him, or like his belt buckle just fucking blasts out sonic blasts. He has ways away from those. He's a fucking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the mental ability of the person affects it, because the Riot guy really seemed like he was like Colton Blake was already like, fuck it, I want to go there anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that was so I think Samuel, Nick Fury's biggest advantage would he just be like, fuck you. That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. His mental ability would have pushed the symbiote down, and it would have he would have just gained the abilities from it without the
fucking Nick Fury with fucking rampage abilities. Just be. I mean, honestly, there would be no longer any issue. You know what I mean? He would just be like, there's some fucking renegade over there. Okay, well, let me just go over there and scare the living shit out of him. And if he doesn't fucking straighten out, I'm just gonna eat his head off. So
Here's the other thing. Like you know what I really want to see with the next movie? I want to see the mental. Here's what I want to see. I want to see the Carnage symbiote get on him, and then I want to see Woody Harrelson actually fucking freak this thing out. Whoa, dude, you're gonna get us caught, and he's like, no, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody I can see. And the symbiote's like pulling back, and he's just like, no, we're gonna go hard after.
It's like, no, man, we're doing it. We're going all out.
We are gonna fucking rip and shred, buddy. That's this isn't gonna be.
What you want is the symbiote just to kind of be a symbiote, and then fucking Cletus fucking drives it insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see like the opposite of most horror movies where something gets on you and it makes you into a psycho. I want to see a thing get on him because they match good, and then him just drive the fucking thing insane. I
Yeah.
think that would be great. That could be like a great first 20 minutes of the movie if they did it right, where you're just watching the thing, it gets in there, and then it like maybe even backs off of him for a second. Because and then he just like what I'd like to see is the shit crawling off of him, and Carnage grab it and and then start
Put it back
eating
on.
And it's like, no,
Yeah,
bitch,
he's
you're
like,
fucking.
no, you're fucking staying here, buddy, and then start eating it.
Yeah, just eats
And-
it fucking back into his body again. He's like, this
Yeah.
is where you're staying.
What if the symbiote gets on him? It's probably going to be, it's black because it was Venom at one point. And then after he just murders the fucking guard, because I'm assuming that's his first victim.
Yeah.
He just fucking just bathes in that blood and turns the fucking Carnage.
Well,
red.
maybe his like psychosis and like just like his like full like just sheer mental fucking just instability drives that suit to like turn a different color because of the blood. You know what I mean? Like
that could be the way. That could be the way we tell that he's gone insane.
Yeah. Well, like
he starts turning that red.
Exactly. Maybe like each like victim, like Cletus like slowly like absorbs more blood of his victim to slowly turn the suit red. Like more and more red, as you just see that just that insanity just continue to creep into the Carnage symbiote.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. It'd be nice, because like everybody's expecting like, oh, here's a bad guy, here's a symbiote. Oh, they get on there, a perfect match. I think it'd be great to see the guy fucking like, no, you're not getting away
Yeah, it's
from
the
me,
guy fucking
motherfucker.
with the monster instead of the
Yeah.
monster fucking with the guy.
I think that'd be awesome.
No, yeah, that would be a nice change from the norm of these types of movies.
Yeah.
Wolverine gets the Venom symbiote on it at one point.
Oh Jesus.
Wolverine does?
Fucking scary thought.
Well, I mean, once again, it's a perfect fucking host. You can't really kill him, at least until his
Fucking
old age.
600-pound Wolverine floating around, fucking working shit.
Adamantium fucking exoskeleton on the bitch, and that fucking symbiote could probably manipulate the adamantium. So it's like,
well, plus, that guy isn't so fucking weak-minded that Venom's just like, let's go kill him.
oh hell no, fucking Wolverine would just be totally in control of that.
Buddy. Or hey, you're really hungry, Wolverine. He's like, urges aren't anything compared to my normal urges to rip it.
Fucking
kill
rip and
everybody
tear.
in sight. Yeah.
Miss Marvel gets it, so we got fucking Carol Danvers with it.
Oh shit.
After they take it off of Gargan.
Oh wow.
She ends up with it. I feel like that would drive him fucking crazy because that's a lot of fucking power to give a symbiote.
No, yeah.
But also, she fires fucking blasts of energy out. I feel like that might fuck the symbiote up. So
No, yeah, she might actually have to suppress some of her powers to not just totally fuck the symbiote up.
You talk about a weird one, like what about the Human Torch? Imagine that, like fucking
I feel
Johnny
like he would be
Storm.
immune to it. Like there wouldn't be a way because it is so susceptible to fire.
Yeah.
No, what I mean is like, okay, so Johnny Storm's an idiot, right?
Yeah.
And weak-minded. So I'm saying is like he gets a symbiote. They could have a whole comic story where Johnny Storm just disappears and they're like, what the fuck happened to him? And then it turns out like he's, like some new symbiote guy.
Mm-hmm.
And inside of it, it takes him like 3 months, and then finally he's like flame on and fucking burns the thing off of him.
Well, like honestly
I think
though,
that'd be
because
great. He could be murdering people and stuff, and then Reed Richards discovers that's where he went.
yeah.
And then Susan or whatever, his sister could be like, "Oh my God, you've got to fix your problems, buddy." Talk to him and then drag him back out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like though, like because Venom can like actually like augment people's bodies and things like that. That given enough time, if he can suppress the dude from doing his flame on thing there, he maybe Venom could actually like figure out his pretty much immunity to heat and flame, and then adapt himself to be able to be immune to that heat and flame. So that way he would no longer be affected by it while he was bond with that guy. It just fire would no longer be, a thing you could fight him with, at least while he was on him.
Yeah, you think he could just like pull himself in, and then it's like flame on doesn't do shit. He's still stuck in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, all the same though, it just, I still think, eventually he'd be able to, be able to, become immune to that fire and be able to just still be like on the guy and actually still use the flame power if he wanted to without burning himself up.
Jesus, a flaming fucking.
Yeah, flaming symbiote. That'd be fucking horrible.
So, another crazy one. I told you Red Hulk. It wasn't just Red Hulk. It was also Red Hulk and the Spirit of Vengeance. So not only did it have fucking Venom, Red Hulk powers, and it also had Ghost Rider powers.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Just seems like a fucking demigod at that point.
So you had Red Hulk possessed by vengeance, as well as, covered with the Venom thing. And they were trying to fight Mephisto, which is like the fucking Marvel Satan. So,
honestly, that seems like that's the way you would have to go with it because, I mean, what you described there sounds like a fucking demigod.
I mean, you needed the regular Hulk, though, because the fucking Red Hulk is nowhere near as strong as regular Hulk. But I don't know how that would work either.
No, yeah.
Fuck some stuff up, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, well, don't you think that the fucking radiation from the Hulk would fucking, like, weaken the symbiote?
Or would it strengthen it? We don't know. I mean,
well, we don't.
The
It doesn't.
might like radiation.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I've seen that says anything about the symbiotes not liking or not giving a shit. Nothing that I've seen that they give a shit about radiation.
About type of radiation.
I mean,
They
they travel
on
through
a comet going through space.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking radiation.
That's true. So then what would happen like if like one of them did get hit with like a massive like gamma radiation burst like the fucking Fantastic Four? I mean,
wouldn't do anything.
The Incredible Hulk symbiote.
I don't think anything would happen. I think they're pretty well because they can probably just fix their atoms and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, radiation just like unravels your DNA.
Yeah.
But like cockroaches, it doesn't do that to cockroaches. They can survive a shitload of radiation without any.
Yeah, up to a certain point, but
yeah.
I mean.
So the thing is, those things, they might not have DNA necessarily, or they may be able to fix it really good.
Or just maybe not have DNA like how like regular like our creatures, would have DNA. It might just be a much more durable DNA strain or some kind of.
Maybe the strands are like put together. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But I know this, like in the middle of space on a fucking comet, they're gonna be getting hit with like
massive amounts of solar radiation.
Yeah. I mean, the fucking Fantastic Four are in space and get hit by cosmic rays.
Yeah, it was fucking. Well, I don't know. I thought it was gamma radiation from a solar flare. I thought is what it was.
No, they got hit with cosmic. They called it cosmic rays or cosmic radiation. They have to differentiate the stuff because gamma is Hulk's thing.
Okay, yeah, but I don't know. Like I thought they got hit with a solar flare or some shit, and that's what happened.
Yeah, but it caused cosmic rays somehow.
Cosmic rays instead of gamma radiation or solar.
It's a special move. The sun was like finishing move.
Yeah.
Fuck, I fucked
Did its
that up.
fucking
Hit the button wrong.
It's fucking
and it fucking threw out cosmic rays instead of a coronal.
Yeah, did its fucking Hadouken on him?
Yeah.
Fucking sun through his Hadouken.
Yeah, he did a flaming upward kick instead of a Haruken or whatever. So, I don't know.
Damn it.
Fucking comics. I mean, they
Hold
come
on,
up with
Venom
some
got
of
on
the
Groot?
lamest fucking things. It's like the spider was irradiated and then somehow gave you spider powers instead of just a bunch of. I mean, I guess it's nicer to think than in real life, where if a radiated spider bit you, you'd get cancer and die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean that's just what happens. The radiation sucks. There's never been anybody who's got superpowers over it. Could you imagine if there were? All right, let's say Chernobyl, right? Let's say one of those firefighters gets superpowers. How many fucking dummies would be in their basement?
Oh God!
Shooting themselves with some old fucking X-ray machine, or digging up uranium and putting it under their pillow,
sneaking into fucking decommissioned fucking reactors that had a meltdown.
Oh, yeah.
Doing pretty much
government.
Pulling an Adam West in Family Guy, finding a nuclear refuge site and rolling around in toxic waste, just laying on the ground is what they'd be doing. Getting fucking leukemia.
Yeah, there'd just be a bunch of nerds and shit who are all fucked up. You know, it'd be really funny if like it turns out like the first American one's like a TSA agent, and he gets some lame superpower like he can, you know, X-ray vision or
You
something.
can just
and
see
he's
through
like,
stuff
"Oh,
all the
this is
time. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
bullshit." And then like let's say the Russian one got like Superman powers or something, or like, you know, let's hope not actual
No.
Superman powers, because
The Russian one just learned how to communicate with bears, is what it was.
You know what's funny? You know what is funny about that? If the Chernobyl guy, the Chernobyl firefighter, you know, so one of them got Superman powers, you could see him flying to the U.S. and Reagan being like, "Hey, why don't you come work for me? Here's $1 million."
Yeah.
And the guy'd be like, "What? Yeah, look, we got you a mansion, and then here's this place with a bunch of hookers. Don't say anything about that on the media, but hookers, bro." That guy'd be like, "Team America, all right."
He would definitely be super pissed off that he was told that America was horrible and the worst, and you know all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's a what's funny about that is there's a guy who was not a CDC guy. He's a Russian equivalent of a CDC researcher, except in Russia they had guys who were actually trying to make harmful viruses. You know, the United States would never do that.
Right? No, never.
So in the 80s, they made this program where they were showing everybody around. So this guy was talking to an American, and he's like, "Well, how much you guys get paid?" And she's like, "Well, a doctor of your caliber, somewhere, you know, $250,000 a year." And the guy's like, "What?" And it turns out the dude was only making like the equivalent of like $5,000 a year, and they gave him some shitty apartment to have his family in and stuff. So she's like, "Well, if you want to come over here, we can get you a place and pay you a fat paycheck." And the guy quit like a month later and showed up in America like, "Hire me." And she's like, "Okay." And then he finked out all because they had some stuff where they're testing like chimerid, cholera, and some other virus together.
Yeah.
And he blew the whole fucking doors off of that one. So that's in a book. It's Annie Jacobson wrote it. It's like it's true.
Yeah.
Like, she does it with facts, not
facts.
Like, it's not made up. Yeah, facts. Like real facts though, where like somebody says something and she quotes it.
Exactly.
Well, you know what he said was "fuck Russia" in his Russian accent. But that's not what he said. So, anyways.
So Groot and Rocket Raccoon both got the Venom symbiote on them.
The same. Aren't there supposed to be millions of these things?
Yeah.
How the fuck are there not just like 80 fucking symbiote guys?
So these two got it because that's the whole thing I was telling you, where Flash Thompson joins the Guardians for a little while with the symbiote, and it was inside of a container that broke or whatever, and it ended up on Groot and Rocket just fucking makes guns out of his hands and is blasting shit. He also looks like he might be rabid because he does seem to be foaming at the mouth.
That makes sense.
Well, like, you know, why don't they have more of them? Like, where's the Japanese guy that's like doing gross hentai stuff to people? Where's that guy? You know? You know, and he could just run around with panties on his face.
Damn it. Drax gets it, and it looks fucking awesome.
So pretty much he just stands super still and no one can see him.
No, look at this guy. He's got fucking blades everywhere and shit. This guy looks fucking awesome.
Exactly, and it's and like I said, it's even worse if he just stands super still so no one can see him, and then you just fucking like walk right into him and you won't even realize it. You know,
he's just stabbing shit. Stab, bro. Then you get Thanos gets it, and then he just doesn't know what to do with it because probably weakened Thanos.
Yeah, Devil Dinosaur gets it.
Good God.
So the Venom symbiote in the fucking Marvel universe is basically a whore.
Yeah.
On anybody.
Yeah, he fucking goes for anything and everything.
Yeah.
See,
I mean,
it's a slut symbiote.
Holy shit! You want to know a scary one? This is the fucking what if or crossover they need to do. What if the symbiote fell and Batman got it?
Oh man, there's got to be a fucking
like
Okay, so like I don't know, like I mean, like does Batman have the fucking mental fortitude to fight it off?
He would for sure take it over. There's no way the symbiote could overpower Bruce Wayne's fucking mind.
No, I mean he's like the hardest mind in the fucking DC universe.
You have to remember this guy is able to break out of a fucking scarecrow
I was just about to say, what if the symbiote got on the scarecrow?
Everybody be fucked, man.
That would be so heinous.
But Batman would take it out. That's the thing. Batman would know.
I don't think Batman would honestly be able to take out the scarecrow with the symbiote. A lot
scarier.
He wouldn't be able to take him out if he took the Joker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! The symbiote and the Joker would be
worse,
fucking.
Because then the Joker's not just like a guy who can get his ass kicked by Batman. Then the Joker's somebody that can fuck up the Batman.
Yeah.
The Joker's just gonna fucking. I mean, like at that point, the Joker would just eat the Batman and just be like, okay, like the Bat's
would
done.
win.
Yeah, like.
Well, I mean, in comic book fashion, like something would happen and Batman would discover, oh my god, accidentally the sound wave fuck him up a little bit. But the Joker's such a fucking maniac. I feel like he'd be able to just push the fucking thing through it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
God, the Joker with the Carnage symbiote on him, like Batman gets Venom. And
Joker gets Carnage. Where is that?
Oh God.
Where is that at? Because I guarantee there's a fucking Joker with Carnage.
I mean, even a scarier one, Two-Face. You know, he's not scarier than the Joker, obviously. But could you imagine that? Where the this is a funny one. Two-Face has two things going inside of him, I think, doesn't he? Does he say we?
I'm almost positive he's split personality.
Yeah, he gets kind of a duality about him.
So imagine this: like the Venom guy gets on there and he's on top of Harvey Dent, but Two-Face. So like Venom is just interacting with Harvey Dent and can't figure out why the fuck he can't control himself anymore. Meanwhile, Two-Face is just running roughshod over all of them and complete control over the symbiote and just fucking shit up. You know, and I feel like that would actually be kind of, you know, worse than the Joker because, well, unless it's the Carnage one, because he'd just drive the fucking thing insane.
Yeah.
Thing would be in his head and be like, what the hell? Kind of, boink. Then his sanity just would be like, snap, goodbye.
Yeah.
That would be fucking. I think he could fucking take on Superman at that point.
Probably.
I mean,
fuck at that point. I mean, it's just. I mean, it's just kind of just a fucking game over, man. Game over.
Well, I mean, you know, Joker is a fucking genius.
He is. And that's the thing, is like he's a fucking genius. He's fucking insane as fuck, and he does not give two fucking shits about killing massive amounts of people.
Okay, so in a comic book called Spider-Man, Batman #1 in '95, basically they find a way to inhibit Spider-Man's or not Spider-Man, but Carnage's hostility.
Mm-hmm.
But they figure out how to the symbiote figures out how to disable the chip pretty easy. Somehow this also takes place in the fucking universe with Batman. It doesn't say anything on how that becomes the thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, they end up in a warehouse after after Batman and Spider-Man save some lady that Carnage kidnapped, and Joker is there also with a chip in his head to disable his insanity. Carnage disables the chip, causes the Joker to go insane again, and then they team up. But when they get back to Joker's base, they can't agree on how they want to do shit because Joker wants to make crazy plans and Carnage just wants to fuck stuff up and, you know, destroy it without any plan. He just wants to go and fuck stuff up. So, yeah. It's, let's see. Scared of dying, Cletus loses control, Batman, knock him out. Yeah. Joker doesn't want to just kill Batman.
Yeah.
He wants to release a toxin, it says.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, his whole idea is he wants to turn Batman. He wants Batman to become like him, right?
Well, yeah. Well, that was the whole fucking the bat that laughs, isn't it?
Back and forth, too.
Well, I mean, that comes back to the whole thing of that bat that laughs, isn't it? Where fucking Batman goes batshit fucking insane.
Well, he gets like injected with some fucking crazy thing that turns him into like Joker.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, in the Dark Knight Returns, that's the ultimate thing: is the Joker's happy that Batman kills him, and he's like, "Now you're just like me. I won." As Batman's breaking his fucking neck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, holy shit, bro. That's rough. Where, you know, you got to live with that. Where the fuck, can you realize he's like telling Superman, you know, the Joker thought he won because I broke his neck? And Superman's like, well, I've been killing people for like 50 years now.
He's like every single person I've ever caught that was falling, I fucking killed that person. Like, you can't catch someone apparently going like Mach 2 and expect them not to just splatter against your chest. Like, I don't know why I have so much trouble with just not doing that. It's just.
Well, in this one, it's like Batman's like 50 or 60 and Superman's older too. And anyways, in this one, Superman's like blowing up Soviet ships with like his.
I think we lost Eric.
Did we?
Yeah.
That explains why he stopped in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he's not going to talk. So something that's been bugging me since this started, or the podcast started, was Steve read the IMDb synopsis. Wow, some words there were wrong, but whatever. And it says that he was a failed reporter, yet he was actually like the best reporter in the whole city. The problem was he was too good, which caused him to kind of lose his job.
well, I think that they mention it in the beginning of that too, that he was pushed out of New York too. Like whatever he's doing pisses people off. Yes, I will go with your thing of he was too good, but he just wasn't. He's not good at working with the other things. He needs to have his own fucking deal. You know, he can't work with another.
There's no way corporate media would crush independent journalism.
I know, right? And free thought and thinking.
Face the negative consequences. There's no way that would ever happen.
Nope,
yeah, they would never suppress the truth. Okay, people they would never distort it. They would never suppress it.
Yeah,
they would never create their own narrative.
Fucking story, you're fired, and I'm gonna get your old lady fired. I mean, shoot, I think we've heard of pretty famous people who were like, "Oh, look, you got, let's see, what happened? Oh yeah, you got robbed in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. on your way to work, but by the way, they didn't take your wallet or anything else. You just got shot."
Yeah.
So
that
would never happen. Though.
Never.
I mean, it's corporations. They do the right thing.
Yeah, like you would never be exiled for fucking whistleblowing and revealing deep dark truths about the government and corporations and how they're just fucking people over and laundering massive amounts of fucking money into offshore accounts and pretty much controlling the global economy. And then the person that reveals that would never get pretty much put on a hit list and have to go into hiding and disappear. You know what I mean? Like that would never happen. That person would be praised as a hero.
Did you guys kind of get a feeling they were kind of trying to take a shit on Elon Musk with this movie?
Oh, 100%.
Oh God, yeah, totally, 100%.
Sure who that
Absolutely.
You're like, why are they
absolutely
shitting on Elon Musk? He's not like blowing people up. I mean,
absolutely.
Still, he's not blowing people up.
Well, how do we know that this wasn't some person's attempt? Okay, to reveal the fucking deep dark side of Elon Musk, because in this movie,
really need somebody to reveal the deep dark side of Elon Musk. He does it pretty well on Twitter himself.
He does. But I'm just saying, like in this movie, though, that guy there, to the media, he's this great, wonderful guy, doing wonderful things, just like Elon Musk, and
I seen a Rogan interview with him, actually both of them. He seems like a pretty good guy to me. I mean,
that's what dude, he was smoking pot. How bad can he be?
Yeah.
Damn, Ricky.
All right, I'm just saying,
dude. That's true. Like, he is basically. He seems to me like a pretty good guy, like a really smart guy who just wants to make shit happen, and for
he just
genuine
wants to,
reasons.
Yeah,
he likes to fuck with people.
He wants to start a colony on Mars where he's the supreme leader. I mean, how is that, malevolent in any which way or form? You know what I mean?
Honestly, You know what the scariest thing to me is? The United States government making the fucking colony on Mars. Because
Yeah.
it's going to be like USA 2.0, and it's
2.0.
not going to be good. It's going to be USA 2.0, beta, alpha, gamma, terrible fucking thing.
Well, no, it's going to
where
be
it's like,
America. Fuck
did
yeah.
you file your form to take a shit today? No, I forgot. Well, your toilet's not going to flush or open, so you're going to have to shit somewhere else. Then they'll be mad at me when I shit in the fucking bucket in the corner. And I'll be like, hey, this is stupid. I'm not doing that.
It's like, did you get your ticket to shit in the corner bucket? I don't think you paid for your ticket for the corner bucket.
In Musk land, it'll be like, did you pay the $1 to shit in the toilet? I'll be like, yeah, I fucking fed it in the machine. It was, or actually, I used fucking PayPal, and the toilet opened up. It was fine.
Well, no, actually, it'll be Musk dollars. You're gonna get Musk coins.
That's right.
Or dollars,
Yep.
Something like that, So because it's it's Elon Musk's colony, So yeah.
And I mean, let's be real here. If I'm gonna be working on the cum and joke mines, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be the wealthiest guy there.
That's what it is, yeah.
Because I know for a fact that I can make a funny joke while I'm coming like nonstop. I'll be all right.
God damn it.
Other guys who are shy cummers or can't write a joke, they'll be fucked. I'll be able to just fucking blasting that shit out. Like, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'll be able to take infinite shits.
Shy cummers. I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Yeah, I never heard of that before.
Anyway, so I mean, can you believe they're like, hey, let's take a shot at Elon Musk on this? They're doing it in San Francisco.
No,
and all that.
yeah. No.
Although what's funny is like, I thought for a minute that they were trying to fuck with Sundar Pichai because he's a head guy at Google and has done a lot of stuff too.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive guy. And then it just like it actually hit me with the rocket thing. I'm like, wait a second.
This is Elon Musk.
Because and then the worst part was I actually said to myself, I'm like, but Elon Musk isn't doing anything with hell. Oh shit. It's like Elon Musk makes Man Bear Pig, and then him and Al Gore fucking have a duel.
It's like, I told you guys, you didn't take me cereal.
Elon's like, so what you're saying is we have to splice bear and man and pig DNA together to get the that thing in the head to work the best. And the fucking scientist is over there like, yeah, that's what I said.
The scientist is now replaced by Joe Rogan.
Yeah, and he turns to the side and he looks at the other guy and goes, did you hear what he said? I was spacing out really hard right there. He's like, no, I don't know. I was looking at porno.
Well, no, the other guy looks over and goes, what was that? And then just turns back to the computer screen and doesn't answer him back.
Yeah, that sounds right. Or he's I mean, some of those strong personalities can end up with a lot of fucking yes men in there, and that can be bad. That's one of the least believable things about this is the doctor in there is like, I don't like what's happening, so I'm going to do some the half-ass thing does make sense, but getting worried about it, and then I'm going to turn him in. I was like, all right, this is getting rich.
Yeah, we all knew that bitch was going to die.
She's also the one that said symbiote wrong the whole fucking time in the original trailer. Did you guys ever see the original trailer?
No.
So she kept saying symbiote every time, and everybody's just like, "Why the fuck are you saying that?" That they changed it in the movie, but every time she said symbiote, it was symbiote.
Symbiote.
Like, I don't know if she'd never heard that word before. I don't know. It was just weird, and I remember seeing that.
Not a Spider-Man fan in the fucking 90s, that's for sure, because that fucking thing was on there all the time.
Yeah, so just remember those trailers, and I'm like, yeah, that's not how you say that word, though. At least not in this context.
Nobody caught it in the trailers either?
I mean, nobody on the movie side. A lot of people outside of the thing caught it. People like me watching it and going, that's not how you say symbiote.
No, yeah.
You don't say symbiote.
No, you don't.
So...
That's weird. Fucking. Oh my God, he's got a symbiote.
Well, no, you see, that's what you call symbiotes when you're down the bayou.
Yeah.
Well, that boy got a symbiote on him again.
That actually does sound like how they would say it.
Frankie, go and get the boom box and crank that
I feel
bitch
like
up.
they'd say Simboat or something like that. He's got one of them Simboats on there.
And when those symbiotes on there, I'm going
got
there and play some
Simboat
Merle
on
Haggard with the bass booster on there. I'll take that thing right off there in a jiffy.
Actually, it'd probably be more like something like, yeah, he went through symbiosis and he's got one of those symbionauts on there.
So that's why. So that's why Jim Bob over there has got the boom box out there in the swamp trying to lure it out there and get it off of him. So I don't know. He's been missing for about 3 days now. Like we've come up with a couple of dead crocodiles up in the past there, so we know there's something fishy going around here.
Even worse, he gets a symbiote on there, and all of a sudden he's just on his fucking swamp boat playing rave music all the time, just speeding around. And they're like, I don't know what the hell have you got a symbiote on there? He's over there playing that just all the time. You can't even, what the hell is going on over there? Oh, he's going by. Fuck, man. Look how fast he's going. What the hell's wrong with his face? Holy shit. Cletus, he's got 2 good eyes now again. Remember when you shot him with the 22?
So which time was that?
So I'm not kidding you guys. There's a show on TV, and one of the guys shoots another guy with a 22.
So I think we need to make a Bayou symbiote movie now, because I kind of actually really like this fucking idea now, and I think it'd be pretty fucking goddamn awesome. And I think, and honestly, I think we need to go start a Kickstarter to go and get this going there.
Are we just gonna go full Kickstarter and just take the money and never do anything?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll just save it.
You know what we should do if we do that? We should do, the intro scene to Team America where they have the really shitty claymation.
Yes.
That's what we should do.
Well, no. Let's do like the beginning of South Park. We'll just have like paper mation. It'll be construction paper, and we'll just like.
I love it.
Because it's even cheaper now. You know what I mean? We can have Kelly make the paper.
Spend $70 and have it done in Korea and be like, well, look how good that came out, and then just do the voices.
Exactly. I mean, like we can all do pretty good, hillbilly voices, together. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's definitely in my blood, that's for sure.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, we can just definitely get that going.
Pretty deep in there.
Pretty deep. That's what.
Yeah,
that's what your uncle said.
Now, in the scene with Venom fighting the police, I was like, oh my God, because that was a very Predator 2-like scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I just want to see Venom fight the Predator now.
God, imagine Venom on a Predator.
Oh God.
Well, then you have to call in fucking Thor to get that thing to fucking go away.
You get Venom on a Predator and fucking Carnage on a Xenomorph Queen or something.
Oh my fucking God.
Oh God, dude. Here's the thing though. You got Venom on the Predator. You could have a movie that could have Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier, and those people would all be shitting their fucking pants trying to get away from that thing.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, he'd be over there just destroying shit, Oh man, that'd be cool, especially if none of them died. They just barely, almost got shot a bunch of times. Yeah. Well, I mean, Cap is obviously going to get shot because he has that shield that would take the blast, but and then Winter Soldier could probably take it with his arm.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool though, seeing him like fight it and be like, oh my God, it's killing us. Oh God. And then Thor comes down and just kicks its ass. Because he's a real hero.
Is it Fat Thor or like
totally Fat Thor. He's got fucking food stains on his wife beater shirt, even some like chip crumbs in his beard.
He comes down and like everybody's like getting all fucked up and he's still eating like a fucking hamburger or something like that.
Rotisserie chicken.
It's like, what are you guys doing? Mm-hmm. There was like a fucking just war zone around him.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Carnage comes out at him, blasts it with the lightning.
I kind of want to see Mac playing Balder, and then him being Fat Balder, and he's just got his bag of fucking chimichangas, and he's just like, "What's going on, guys?" And then the thing shoots him, and he's like, "Don't you know I can't be hurt, stupid? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? You want a chimichanga?" And he's hanging, trying to give the Predator a chimichanga.
He's like, "Come on now, you piece of shit, you dumbass motherfucker." Look how stupid this thing is. It won't even eat a fucking delicious chimichanga. Like, what the fuck?
I kind of want to see Dennis play a fucking villain.
Dennis.
You know? Like, I really want to see him play a fucking MCU villain.
Dennis is the villain, and Charlie is the hero.
No, I don't care who the hero is. I just think Dennis would make a great villain because, like, he does do that, like, I'm really fucking mad and I'm going crazy thing really well.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see it.
He could do a Norman Osborn.
He could.
Not that old though, but
No, like a younger one, and
No, he'd be perfect for something like that.
because he could do the flip real fast, like be a super nice, friendly dude.
Yeah.
And then just flip to a fucking psycho
Yes.
on a moment's notice.
Actually, he would be fucking, like, I think if they did it right, he would be terrifying with that.
He needs to be that. I mean, Norman Osborn needs to be a fucking scary ass dude. The old Spider-Man movies didn't make him. I mean, none of those were that that scary. They were kind of hokey like the comics and stuff like that. But Osborn's a fucking scary dude. Like, he is a psychopath. There is nothing good about that dude. He like tries to redeem himself so much and like a lot of shit, and just he gets power so many fucking times. And just uses it to be just a big shitbag. He gets control over the fucking Avengers and like puts in like people like Matt Gargan as fucking Spider-Man, like with the Venom symbiote on him and shit. Pulls in fucking psychos. He manipulates Sentry. Basically telling me he needs to hide the fucking what's it called? Void.
The Void?
Yeah. But uses the Sentry to just fucking murder people. Like, I'm pretty sure the Sentry kills. No, he brings in. That's right. He gets. What is it? Yeah, he fucking uses the Sentry to kill somebody. It's real fucked up. Like, he wears this fucking Iron Man suit that looks like a Iron Man suit that Captain America would wear. And I think he's the Iron Patriot or some shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, dude is messed up. He's bringing like psychos in with magic and stuff, and is a fuck up series. It was like a.
Do you guys kind of want to
Avengers
see
thing.
an MCU movie where they establish some villains like Osborn and Doctor Doom, and then they have like those two fuck with each other? You know what I mean? Like, I kind of want to see. I want to see movies where there's bad guys, because like that's part of what's nice about Sunny is it's a bunch of fucked up people doing fucked up shit. So there's not all these like, I'm sorry, but some of like the Captain America rules are like, oh God, buddy, in the fucking 40s you're blowing people's heads off.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see a guy who's like I wouldn't mind seeing Norman Osborn like flying in there to Latveria, whatever the fuck it is, and just blowing up a tavern. And like, or blowing up his castle.
Yeah.
And then seeing Doctor Doom go and just like, blow up Norman Osborn's tower. Maybe beat the shit out of his kid.
Pretty much what you're saying is like instead of having like a protagonist and an antagonist, you have two antagonists just going head on at each other. So just like you would normally follow a movie like, Spider-Man, goes after, his villain. It would be, a villain, is going after like another villain because he's just encroaching upon his territory and, his decrees. And it's just, these fucking villains, just going after fucking each other back and forth. So there's not really like one person you're like, oh, well, they're the good guy, they always win. It's like, well, actually, they're both bad guys, and they're just fucking duking it out. Like,
well, it's like what they did. They did it with like the Joker movie, and they did an excellent job of like having somebody that's fucking nuts, but also making him sympathetic enough where you're not like, I don't want to watch this at all.
Yeah.
But he's just kind of shitty dude, So you're kind of watching it, and you're like, but still. You don't want to
what,
turn it
spoiler
off
alert?
too. So
the reveal about the woman where you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah. We gotta watch that movie still, too. Yeah.
You know, that was awesome. That was
yeah,
a great movie,
I haven't
Nerd.
watched the Joker movie yet.
It's good.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, I mean, you haven't watched Venom yet before now, so
They are setting up a movie called The Sinister Six, so it would be I don't know how they're gonna do that, or if they're gonna bring together like which villains they're gonna bring together and shit. So I think obviously it'll be whatever they've already established, like Vulture. I'm assuming Scorpion's gonna be there. What was the next villain that's coming in the Spider-Man thing?
Crocodile dude.
No, the Lizard.
Yeah.
They haven't really established him yet.
No,
But
they haven't.
he could show up in there.
Oh, then what about the fucking Rhino dude?
They haven't established him either, but
Because weren't they supposed to establish the Rhino dude? And
they established him in the what's his name's one, the second Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
At the very end, they didn't do anything with him.
No,
Was it
yeah.
like Paul
yeah.
Giamatti or
It
something?
was, and he was in this huge tank-like fucking rhino suit.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, he's got to be a huge Russian guy. That's what the rhino is. So.
They could have Bert Kreischer do it. He's the machine.
God damn it. All right, we've been going long. What did you guys think?
I gave this movie
What
5
stars
stars.
did you
I thought
give
it
it?
was,
There you go.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's the one. You got it right. You know what I was talking about.
Yeah. I gave this movie 5 stars. I thought it was fucking fantastic. I think any critic guy who's like, I didn't like this, somebody needs to just take them out and then give them their papers and say you're fired because you have no idea what people want to see in the movie theater. Because I think at this point in time, between you got anybody who said Pixels was bad and this movie was bad should never be allowed to be a critic again because they don't have any fucking idea what they're talking about. My son heartily agrees.
What rating?
I give it 4.5 stars.
I gave this movie 4.5 stars as well.
I would say 4.5 stars for me.
Yeah, and I'll give it 4.5 stars as well.
Holy fuck, Ricky gave something above 3 stars.
Whoa!
Ricky must have had an erection the whole time he watched this.
I always do.
Ricky, do you know what else is going to give you erection? Next week we're watching Fast and the Furious.
God damn it.
The first one?
Yes.
It was only a matter of time before you fucking started picking those. Honestly, I'm surprised you
Steve?
haven't picked them before, Steven. I really
Because
am.
I didn't own them yet. I was waiting for them to all go on sale, and they
It's
finally
like, I'm
did.
really surprised
When I had
that we
money.
haven't watched these before. I've been waiting for this to come up eventually.
Well, Jason,
I don't know
I
why
think I've
Steven
only
is
seen the
so
first one.
obsessed with these movies. Like, Steven is not
I've
a car
never
guy.
seen 'em.
Yeah, Steven is not a car guy. Like, he's not a
Yeah,
big
no
car guy.
shit.
But for whatever reason, he just fucking loves the
it's
shit
because they're heist
out of
movies.
these Fast and the Furious
It's
movies.
because they're heist movies,
He
and they're
fucking loves them.
They're so dumb in the right fucking way. All right, they appeal to my dumb fucking love of stupid action movies. All right,
I think you're just thirsty for Vin Diesel.
it might be that too.
Yeah.
That's probably why I
Why
didn't.
do
It's
you
probably
hate
why I didn't
Tokyo
like the
Drift
second
so
one.
much?
Exactly. That's why I didn't like. They're not the
Yeah.
second one, but the third one. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
But
the
he-
third one with the 70-year-old, 18-year-old.
Yeah. No, that actually is why I
Tokyo
dislike
Drift.
this third one because the fucking guy is supposed to be 18 years old and he's fucking like 50.
yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the Tokyo Drift one?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be 18?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I thought he was 34 when that movie was made.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's like they couldn't find an actor younger.
Yeah.
Wait, was he actually that old?
I don't know how old he was.
Because I would have sworn I seen him on a movie when we were kids that just came out where he was in the movie with Kevin Costner. And I think some kid drowns in like a well or something. Not a well, a water tower. Anyways, I don't think he's that old.
Okay, he's 2 years older than I am.
Yeah.
And that movie came out. He just looks really fucking old.
No, yeah,
He's got the
he-
same problem I do.
He's
Yeah.
from the South. He's probably your real relative, Steve. He's got super old man syndrome.
2006. So how old was I in 2006?
I don't know, Steven.
That's a lot of math. I don't want to do
20.
Right now.
So he was
20?
22.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be 18, but he does not look 18.
No. At all.
Oh, I guess he'd be 24 if he's 2 years old, because you were born in 84, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right then. So Fast and the Furious for next week.
Well, I always fuck up and think I was supposed to graduate in 2004, but it was 2002. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they find it? I mean, although I would say with some of the 18-year-old actors that they find, it's like I've seen this movie. It was like a tank movie, and it had Brad Pitt in it, and there's like this young kid in it.
Good movie.
Fury?
What's that? Yeah, Fury. Yeah, I just hated the kid. Like he just seemed like such a wussy.
Shia LaBeouf?
You know what I mean?
Shia LaBeouf.
No, not Shia. Shia LaBeouf actually is really creepy in that movie. Like, that's
the new
like,
kid. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, the new kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't remember his name, but he just seems like somebody who in real life, if he stubs his toe, somebody has to come and like hold him and tell him he's okay and why it's going to be fine, as opposed to, like a actual 1940s 18-year-old, which is like somebody chops his toe off and then he marches like 80 miles.
His name is Logan Lerman.
Yeah.
Logan Lerman, huh? That's
somebody was really hoping, they're like, I'll man him up with the name Logan.
Especially with the last name Lerman.
Yeah, well, you can't really fault somebody for their last name, but their first name, yeah, you can. I mean, it's just funny.
As an actor, you definitely can't, because they usually choose their own last name.
Oh, I took completely. Was he the same shithead who was in the fucking Three Musketeers?
Oh.
Three Musketeers, like the old one? Yes, he was in there. He was.
Well, there was the newer one with Mia
D'Artagnan.
Jovovich or whatever. Yeah, the same thing. You're like, why is this fucking kid on? And what the hell is he doing? I mean, here's the reality of people that look like that kid. He's probably getting his dick sucked somewhere. He's not fighting anybody. Except for, maybe the guy's husband. He's going to show up and beat the shit out of him, but...
That's right. This is the one we watched, too.
Yeah. I just hated his face.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just didn't seem like a tough individual.
All right, guys.
And World War II had a lot of tough people in it.
Yeah, it did. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/TurkiterPlays, and youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. Like and subscribe there. You can also follow us on Twitter @HAP Gaming. Follow me on Twitter @Turkadur. Follow Eric on
Twitter @Quick and Severe.
Kelly on
Twitter Sugar Snuggles. TikTok.
My name's Jason. She's still going.
It's okay. Go for it. I'm done.
She had like a giant pause there where I was like,
I know.
Yeah, it's totally my fault because I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know why I plug my things.
You should.
Yeah,
I think you shouldn't just plug your TikTok because you never even look at Twitter.
I know, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
just do TikTok.
I'll think about
don't worry about Twitter.
follow Jason on
Twitter Unbelievable1
and Ricky on
Twitter, I guess, it's for Twitter balls.
All right. You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky @HAPgaming.com. Each one of those names individually @HAPgaming.com. Also, sponsors, looking at you guys. Hit me up, Steve @HAPgaming.com. You can find all the stuff I've been saying in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and twitch.tv/TurkaterPlays. That's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Join us next week as we play some games on Tuesday and Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's on all those things I told you earlier. And next Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Pacific time, as we talk about Fast and the Furious. That's going to be it, though. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys next week.
See you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.